Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So, day 3 of week 2 of the Major 1 qualifiers just wrapped up about 10 minutes ago. Um, the night went pretty much how I thought it would for the most part. It except for the last one, it did not the last match did not go the way I thought it, but the first 2 kinda did because I couldn't really call them. It was too close to call, but let me switch y'all's view. So, to begin with, you had Boston Breach against Riyadh Falcons, and honestly, I couldn't call that. I really couldn't call it because if you look at the previous, you had Falcons against Optic, and they lost 0. I mean, with 0. And Boston won against the Ravens 3-1. I mean, then you had Falcons against LA, they lost. But then you had Falcons against Ravens, and they won. But then you had Boston against G2, and they won against G2. I honestly couldn't call it. I really couldn't call it. But Falcons won 3-1 against Boston. Yeah, I didn't. I did and I didn't see that. I mean, it was. But let's go in here. Whew. So the first match was Exposure Hardpoint, and that was a close one. I mean, Falcons got 233 points, and of course Boston got 250 because they won it. But that was a back and forth. I mean, it was a real close one. But then the next 2, I'm not gonna say the next 2. The next one, Scar, Search and Destroy. The Falcons, they had it hands down. I mean, 6-1, they had it. No ifs, ands, or buts. The ball was in their court the whole time. Then Exposure Overload, 4-3. I mean, that's pretty close right there. That's pretty close. It was back and forth again. It was back and forth the whole time, but at the very end, the Falcons got it. Colossus Hardpoint, which, wow. And I actually didn't pay attention. The last Colossus Hardpoint was won by the Falcons by the same margin that Boston won against the. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool. But I mean, I would say that the 2 teams are pretty evenly matched. I mean, they might have done a few things wrong that led to them losing. I mean, well, obviously they did, but I think the teams are pretty evenly matched. But in the end, the Falcons came out on top. I mean, you can't argue with the numbers. Then you had the Heretics against Cloud9, and I really couldn't call that. Because again, let's look back. On day 2 of week 1, you had the Heretics against Koi, and they lost by only 1 match. They lost by 1 match. And on day 2 as well, Cloud9 lost by only 1 match to G2. I mean, and then let's see. Here. Oh, sorry. I mean, the Heretics performed really well against Optic Texas Saturday. I mean, so well against Optic. They gave Optic Texas a run for their money. A real run for their money. but they won against Cloud9. It was a hands down win. Well, I'm not going to say hands down. It was a tough win for him. I misspoke there. It was a tough win. Let's go into the details. I mean, look at this. I mean, exposure hardpoint, 250 to 154. I mean, they were doing okay to start with, but then they just fell off. Then you had Den search and destroy. I mean, it was boom, 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 back and forth the whole time. I mean, I really didn't know which way that was going to go. I mean, I really didn't. I mean, Den search and destroy, 3 to 6. I mean, then he had Den overload, 4 to 1. Cloud9, they lost it in that one. I mean, they really did. They lost it. Scar hardpoint, 250 to 165. I mean, Miami, the Heretics, they fumbled that one. I mean, but in the end, Scar search and destroy is what won it for the Heretics. I mean, but wow, how did they do that? By the same margin that the Heretics lost, Cloud9 lost. How did they do that? That's kind of funny, actually. I mean, really funny. Wow. That's funny. But then you had, and this is the one where I really did not expect it, because I expected Koi to beat Vegas. I expected that to be a hands down win, because, I mean, again, look at the numbers. FaZe Vegas lost 3 to 0 against the Thieves. Koi won 3 to 2 against the Heretics. But I mean, FaZe did win against the Gentlemates. But then Koi beat Surge 3 to 0. I mean, I really did not expect it. I expected Koi to beat them hands down. But Koi lost. I mean, but it was not an easy win for FaZe Vegas, though. Except for Colossus Hardpoint. I don't know what happened on the Colossus Hardpoint. I mean, wow. They fumbled that one big time. But Exposure Hardpoint, that was close. I mean, that was real close. I mean, 231. That's not a big margin. That is not a big margin at all. And then Den search and destroy, 6 to 5. I mean, if you watched that one, that was a close game. A really close game. Exposure overload, 5 to 4. I mean, again, so close. But then, like I say, the Colossus Hardpoint, I just don't know what happened there. I mean, what happened? What happened, Koi? What happened with that one? I mean, 72 to 250. That's a big margin. That is a big margin. I mean, that's like something I would lose by. I mean, but I don't play Hardpoint too much. It's not my favorite mode. It's not one I like playing a whole lot. I mean, I don't know. And then Scar, Search, and Destroy. 6-4. I mean, Koi did really well. I mean, really, really, really well. I mean, it ain't like they lost by a huge margin. Except for Colossus Hardpoint, they really did not lose by a huge margin. I mean, one point on the Den Search and Destroy, 2 points on the Scar Search and Destroy. I mean, they really did not lose by much except for this match right here. I don't know. But FaZe Vegas won it. Didn't see that coming. Really did not see that coming. But yeah, that concludes the first 2 weekends. The first 2 weekends. So coming up on after the new year, on January 9th, you got the Riyadh Falcons against G2. Then you got the Heretics against the Royal Ravens. Hopefully after the new year, the Ravens are doing better, because they just are not doing good right now, and I do not know why. They did pretty well last year. I don't know what happened this year. And then the 10th, you got Optic Texas against FaZe Vegas. There's only one way I see this going. And you know what way that's going. Optic Texas. If FaZe doesn't stand a chance, there's no way. FaZe does not stand a chance against Optic. Then you got Surge against Boston Breach. Again, I'm leaning Boston Breach on that one because Surge just has not performed well this year. I mean, so far Surge, loss. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 3 to zeros. They have not won a single match the whole year so far. I hope they do. I mean, I hope they get better. But I don't know. I mean, at this point, the way they're playing, it just does not look like it. Then you got the Gentlemates against Cloud9. I don't know. That's hard to call. I kind of say the Gentlemates, though. Cloud9's good, but I think the Gentlemates are going to win that one. Then you got G2 against the Ravens, and while I would like to say the Royal Ravens are going to win that one, I don't know. They just have not instilled that much faith. I would have to say, unfortunately, G2. I think G2 is going to win that one. Unless the Ravens pull a rabbit out the hat and get better, I think G2 is going to win that one. Then you got Surge against Optic Texas. And again, there's only one way that's going to go. Optic Texas. Because, again, unless Surge gets better, they might as well walk away before they even get started. This one's going to be interesting. That one's going to be really interesting. Koi against the Thieves. That is a hard one to call. That is a real hard one to call. I mean, I would like to say Koi. I think Coy's going to win that one. I really do. I think Coy's going to win it. But yeah, that is going to be the opening weekend of 2026, January 9th through the 11th. For some reason, they only have 2 games on the 9th, though. I guess because it's the first day of the year. I guess. I don't know. But yeah. I don't know how you do the pickle. I haven't figured that out. I have not figured out how you do the pick'ems. But let's say people are leaning toward Optic. People are definitely leaning toward Optic. Yeah. Alright, but I think that's all I got for y'all, but this is going to be the last CDL video for a few weeks, probably. I'll probably do one after the new year. Probably maybe the 4th or something. Just a reminder of the upcoming weekend. And yeah, I think that's all I got for y'all. But I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch y'all in the next CDL update or my next video, whatever I catch y'all in. But y'all have a good night.